My name is Lee, and my son is Noah. He's 15 years old. He's a great kid. It's been amazing to see him progress from an infant to where he is today.
My name's Noah. I'm in 9th grade. I like to hang out with my friends, go biking. I'd say I'm a pretty funny guy.
He was enrolled in a Spanish immersion school from an early age, and so he had the benefit of learning 2 languages.
Me gusta hablar español mucho porque lo he hablado por mucho tiempo.
Having that experience at an early age of learning 2 languages and learning 2 different cultures has really provided a different lens into the world.
Me and my dad, we talk a lot. We don't really talk about a lot of deep things or like emotional things, just like things that are going on in our lives. Like we just like usually make small talk. I mean, I know I can be completely open with him. There's just certain things like I don't really feel like talking about.
When I was younger, I wish my mom would have come into conversations with less judgment. We tend to be our parents' children, and so I have within me certainly a tendency to come in off the cuff judgmental about things as well.
Noah and Lee both very much want to have a stronger relationship with each other. They really love each other and care about each other.
You know, I think as an older adult, just having a longer lived experience, that's really given me a different perspective on what I would now see as the relative importance of any particular moment in my life, right? Sometimes that can be a point of frustration when I'm talking with Noah, right? Because on the grand scheme of things, this is really not a big deal, even though I know that Noah, for you in the moment, because of your shorter realm of experience, it's a huge deal.
Sometimes I'll like if he like reacts that way, I'll like stop talking and I'll like just feel like he's not really listening and he doesn't want to actually talk about it.
There are points in time when that longer experience does enable me to sort of try and put myself in your shoes and see things from your perspective and realize that by a similar token, you're living your own life in the moment and it's got its own level of significance.
Well, Lee, now I'd like to invite you to do a practice with us. This practice centers around listening to our teen with compassion.
You'll see that Lee starts by practicing listening with compassion with an ordinary, everyday experience that Noah shares. It's important to start with small steps before working your way up to listening to your teen's increasingly intense and difficult experiences.
A little topic I had in mind is the Jenga kind of reminded me of like Woodstack, where we're making we just made the picture frames, and now we're making like the caribou or the reindeer, where it's like 7 pieces. It's a tail, 2 legs, and then there's also the antlers and the neck. And then you connect the antlers and the neck with like a little notch in the wood, and we have to glue it together, and it's like not going super well because every time I keep trying to cut it out, it keeps like not fitting into like the spot where it's supposed to.
It sounds like it could be frustrating for you.
Lee and his teen, Noah, take a first step practicing 5 ways to listen with compassion. 1. Affirm perspectives. 2. Be curious. 3. Express empathy. 4. Use engaging body language. And 5. Listen for understanding.
It also sounds like you're really, interested. Is it the tactile experience that you like?
Just working with my hands.
That's one of those things that for me, I've always found super rewarding, and that's why you always see me out there messing around in the garden or working on projects. Doing something with my hands feels really good and gives me a different sense of peace and accomplishment. Do you feel like you are feeling like you've accomplished something once you've completed one of these pieces too? Does that feel good?
Yeah, I feel like I'm learning how to use the tools better. And yeah, just overall just getting better at working with wood.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Teens can learn from day-to-day conversations with parents just how important listening can be to connect with someone, including someone who is different.
The strengths that you have right now and what you've done already to build a stronger relationship with Noah, how can you use some of those same strengths and skills to build relationships and gain different perspectives from people in the community that may live a different life from yourself?
The worldview experiences that we've been able to share have also, given me a better ability to, connect with folks that are coming from different cultures and different backgrounds.
Before the practice, they knew that there was some sort of barrier there. During the practice, you could see that barrier kind of coming down.
We definitely had I think, continuous flowing conversation in a way that we might typically not have, right?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I feel like we could talk more like we just did. That's definitely something we could work on more. I feel like I learned that I can pay more attention and definitely just listen more than respond. We've learned how to communicate better with each other and just connect better.
Thank you for being vulnerable and open and having fun. Oh my God.